Hello everyone and welcome back to VGJ Invests. Today we are going to dive into a topic that's often underestimated and but absolutely crucial for your financial well-being. This is the emergency fund. So in this video we'll explore the importance of having this financial safety net and why an emergency fund is a cornerstone to your solid foundational plan. So what is an emergency fund? Well, I think an emergency fund is your financial safety net, like we said. So picture it as the diligent guardian of your financial well-being, readily accessible in times of unforeseen challenges. This fund serves as protection against various financial disruptions such as job loss, medical emergencies, or unexpected home and vehicle repairs. So in today's video, we are going to look at the role of the emergency fund and why, how it plays a significant role in your financial safety net and your investing journey. So there are typically three types of emergency funds. You've got your typically 3 months worth of payslip, 6 months worth of payslip, and 9 to 12 months worth of payslip. This is entirely dependent on you, your personality, your job, the amount of responsibilities you have, dependencies you have, whether you're married, whether you've got kids, mortgage, etc. So let's look at this in a bit more detail. So typically you would want to, at minimum, I think, have 3 months worth of payslip saved up, who is at least single with no dependencies. If you're single or married and have someone who is financially dependent on you, then I would say at least 6 months worth of emergencies. Currently, this is where me and my wife are at, with 6 months worth of expenses saved up in our easily accessible current account. Then you've got the 9 to 12. Basically, this could be somebody who has a big family, dependence, mortgage. Maybe you are a contractor or your work is not reliable, in which case you want to have a bigger safety net so that when you do have your downturns in your work, you are not affected by not having this income coming in. So why you need an emergency fund? Well, here are the 5 reasons why I think you should have an emergency fund before you start investing. First one is unforeseen expenses. So life is full of surprises, from sudden medical bills to unexpected car repairs. An emergency fund ensures you have cash readily available to cover those unexpected costs. Knowing you have a safety net in place reduces the stress and anxiety, giving you a greater peace of mind about your financial future. So this gives you a very good peace of mind. The third reason is you basically can avoid getting into debt. So without an emergency fund, you might be forced to rely on credit cards or loans when faced with unexpected expenses. Is really potentially you're getting into deeper debt here. Number 4, which I'm sure a lot of you listening would have been affected by, was COVID in 2020, job loss or income interruption. In fact, I was furloughed for, I think it was 5 or 6 weeks. So, if you lose your job or face a temporary income interruption, then an emergency fund can cover your essential living expenses until you get back on your feet. Number 5 is basically you can invest for the long term. So having an emergency fund allows you to focus on long-term financial goals like saving for retirement or investing, as you won't need to dip into those funds when an emergency arises because you're well prepared. So how do you save an emergency fund? So I think number 1 is basically you have to budget. If you haven't watched my video, I recommend going back or watching somebody else's, how to budget for beginners. Number 2 is, pay off all your high interest loans. Again, I've made a video on this previously, why you should pay off loans typically with 5% or higher interest rate, except for your, mortgage. The step 3 here is you want to start saving every month. So even if it's a small amount, save a certain amount of money every month, put it aside so that you can grow this emergency fund. Again, it's very important that you do not use this money for anything other than in actual emergencies. So let's say you've saved up £3,000. You don't want to then go out and buy brand new sofas or a TV. So this is your emergency. So when truly you are in need for financial support. So basically you want to keep going until you feel comfortable with your emergency fund. Again, this is entirely down to you, your personality and your responsibilities. For me and my wife, it's a total of 6 months worth of paychecks, so we're quite happy with this. In fact, I might start adding a bit more to this as I feel more secure with having bigger funds that are readily available. So here is an example of an emergency fund, and I've kept it simple for a single person basically. So let's assume you have a monthly income of £2,000. In this case, in my opinion, this person should have at least £6,000 saved up in the emergency account. That's 2,000 times 3 months, which basically, as we've said, would cover him for 3 months should his or her job be at a loss, or the income is interrupted. So as always, thanks for listening, and remember, having this accessible fund in your account never hurts you, but not having this fund can be detrimental to your finances and affect your life quite a lot. So thank you for listening. I hope you like this video. Please let me know how much emergency fund you've got saved up, if any, and if not, why not. So thank you, cheers, bye.